What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another prep for Disney vlog. We are getting ready for our next trip. This is gonna be another trip where it's just me and my 4-year-old daughter, Ellie Rose. We're doing a 4-night, 5-day trip. We're trying a couple of resorts that I haven't stayed at in quite some time. These aren't my typical resorts that I usually gravitate towards. So I'm branching out a little bit, trying something we haven't done in a while, but I'm excited to share a little bit more as we get closer to the trip. We are 25 days away. So I definitely need to start pulling things together and prepping for this trip. What I typically do at this point, like that 3 to 4 weeks out, I need to go ahead and book my transportation to and from the MCO airport to get us to our Disney resort. So that's something that I usually book around 30 days before our trip. And then I need to start pulling out some different activities for my preschooler, and anything I need to restock up on from Amazon. I need to go ahead and order those things, do a Target and a Dollar Tree run, and kind of restock my little mommy bag that has all of my little secret activities and trinkety things for my daughter. So those are some of the things that I can do kind of at this point leading up to the trip. And then of course I've been ordering some new clothing items. Obviously for my daughter, I mean, every season I feel like I have to size up for her anyway, so I might as well just get all new Disney stuff for her every season. So it's always a nice excuse to have a Disney trip that overlaps with, you know, you need to get new clothes for your child anyway, especially as it starts to warm up for that springtime kind of weather. So I'm getting some new things for her. So that should be coming in the mail here soon. So I'll be able to share that in the next couple of weeks as things start getting delivered. So a lot of fun things that I'm very excited are on the way. And then I also asked you guys over on Instagram what you wanted to see in this prepping for Disney time frame and those weeks leading up to a Disney trip, what questions you had. So we're gonna go through a lot of those questions. One of the big ones was ordering groceries and getting those delivered to your resort. So we will definitely be walking through that process as we get a little bit closer. So I'll be sharing more about that. I'm gonna share all of the outfits and how I prep all of that. So I'm really glad you're here. I will check back in probably in the next couple of days once I have a couple more things to share. Okay, we're 22 days away. I'm parked at the gym right now, but after the gym, I'm gonna run over to Target to pick up some toiletry items that I need, just travel size products, and then probably browse the dollar section and see if I can find any little activities or new trinkety things for Ellie to restock up on for travel day. And then I also wanted to share, I booked something very, very exciting for this trip. And it's kind of last minute, right? I mean, like 3 weeks out, normally you book things like this a little further out in advance, but I went ahead and bought 2 tickets for the Magic Kingdom After Hours event. I'm so excited for this. Part of me, I'll be honest, is slightly nervous. I did go back and forth about it for a while, and I thought about doing an after hours event on our last Disney trip and decided against it, but I kind of regretted not doing it, so I'm doing it now. But because the event is from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., I was like, is that gonna be a great fit with a 4-year-old? Like, how is she gonna do? But then I remembered she did great when we did the Christmas party last year, and we stayed till 1 a.m. and she did fantastic. And then, you know, you just sleep in the next morning and you make sure you get plenty of rest the day of. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. It's Disney. Like, we're just gonna do it. It's just a day. We don't do this stuff at home ever, obviously. So let's do it. So I went ahead and bought tickets to the Magic Kingdom after hours. I'm really excited to factor this into our trip. And, I do need to kind of readjust a couple of things with our itinerary on that day specifically to make sure that I'm setting us up well for the after hours event. So maybe that's something I can share when I get home and kind of go over our itinerary and how I've decided which park days to do on which days and how I've coordinated that with our resort and things like that. So I can definitely share more on that, but I'm gonna head into the gym and then we're gonna pop over to Target. All right, I'm gonna do a little Target haul, show you everything I picked up. It's mostly toiletries. I feel like I kind of alternate, like one trip it's mostly activities for my preschooler, and then the next trip it's mostly toiletries. So I kind of like rotate back and forth based on whatever I need, and this go around, I needed mostly toiletries. So the first item is some disposable razors. I like bringing disposable razors instead of my really nice razor at home. It's just, you just toss it when you're done and it's one less thing to worry about bringing home. Travel size makeup removing wipes. I have another travel size of water wipes. This stays in my little mommy sling bag because I am flying through water wipes between sticky fingers and spills and, wiping Ellie's face with whatever the lollipop was or chocolate ice cream bar. Like, we fly through these wipes. So I always have those very easily accessible when we are at Disney. I got some baby shampoo. I can use the Disney H2O products, especially for my daughter. Like, those work fine, but I don't know. I think I just prefer the baby shampoo more than anything. It's not like a deal breaker if I don't have it, but I always like to have it if I'm able to bring it. So the other thing is travel-sized toothpaste. I got a little mini loofah. Again, another one that I just toss when I'm done with it and I'm not having to bring home like a soggy, wet loofah. When it's $1, or yeah, I think it was $1, you just toss it at the end of your trip. And again, one less thing to bring home. And then I also got some more hand sanitizing spray. I got a toothbrush protector. I got these bars for my daughter. This is the one snack that she has not gotten tired of her entire life so far. So watch this trip, she's gonna be like, I don't like those anymore. After years of loving these bars. They're just the beech nut whole grain strawberry bars, and she loves these. So this is the one snack that I always pack with us in my travel day carry-on bag, and that I always have these bars stocked because these are just like my foolproof snack with her. I also got, okay, this actually is not from the little dollar section. I actually went to the party section. So like where you can get the party favors and goodie bag kind of stuff. And I found these little mini notebooks, and there are 4 of them in here. But I always find myself wondering, where is she gonna put all these little stickers that I have for her? So I saw these little notebooks and I was like, this is perfect. Now I can give her something really small that she can put the stickers on and color, and just something that doesn't have like an activity attached to it, that she can use this for anything. But don't forget to check the party favor aisle. There's some really great stuff in there, especially if you have multiple kids and you want to get the same little item for all of them. They usually come in packs of, 5, 10, 15, and then you can have multiple of whatever the little thing is. So they have lots of little toys and trinkets, and you can buy a big pack of it for just a few dollars. So really nice. I'm glad I checked the party aisle. Okay, and the last thing is a few little spring, size up kind of clothing items for Ellie. So I got her a couple of these little t-shirts. These are great for layering or just throw them with shorts. Like, I love having these, and I always size up every year. So it's time to size up. And then same thing with the little Target bike shorts. These are, yeah, $4. So I probably will go back and get a pair in black, maybe another gray pair, because these are so great to wear under dresses. So this is what I will put her in. If we have a princess dress or, you know, whatever, we fly through these little bike shorts, and it's nice not to have to worry about like re-wearing them or washing them, or, you know, or if we have an accident or, you know, whatever. So I always bring a bunch of bike shorts. So restocked up on the next size up, but that is everything I picked up from Target. So mostly toiletries this go around. I have a lot of little preschool activities left over from my last trip that we either didn't use or they're still new enough that I think she's still gonna be really into it and really excited about it. So I didn't feel like I needed to get a ton in that department. And again, I'll show everything that I put in that little bag and how I stock that up here soon. But that's everything I got from Target. So I'm very happy with this. All right, we're officially 3 weeks away. We're 21 days out. But before I continue, I'm so excited to share that this video is a collaboration with my dear friend, Ashley from Pixie Dusted Mom. Ashley has a Disney trip coming up as well, and our trips overlap, so we thought it would be fun to collab on this Prep for Disney video. So as soon as you're done here, head over to Ashley's channel and check out her Prepping for Disney vlog, and you can see kind of two different perspectives on how we both get ready for Disney. So if you enjoy my videos, I know you are going to love Ashley. She has the sweetest little girls. She has a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. Just like me, she shares all kinds of tips and hacks for taking little kids to Disney, as well as vlogs from her Disney adventures with her girls. The best part about having Ashley as my Disney bestie is not only do we do the same thing here on YouTube, which is so freaking cool, but we also live right down the road from each other, which still to this day blows my mind. We've been friends for a couple years now, and it's so crazy getting to meet up in Disney World, but then we can also let our girls have play dates here at home in real life, which has been really, really fun. So definitely go check out her channel. Ashley is the absolute sweetest. I know you are gonna love her videos. So make sure to go check out her Prepping for Disney vlog as soon as you're done here. But let's go ahead and jump back into all the Prep for Disney fun. Jumping back into all of the Disney prep, I did get an Amazon order today, which I'm very excited about. So a few things that I ordered for the trip just got delivered. So first thing is this little dress, and I actually have this in gray already, and I love it so much that I bought it in blue. But it has built-in shorts. It's this really lightweight cotton material, and there's no built-in padding, but I normally just pair it with like a little bralette to go under it. It has adjustable straps. It is like the most comfy, breezy, like it doesn't cling to your midsection or anything. It's just the best little cotton lightweight dress. The next thing I got from Amazon is this athletic tank, and I wanted something in this off-white cream color. I feel like this would just pair really well with a lot of different things. And this one does have built-in padding here, and it's almost like a Lululemon dupe. I've seen some similar styles from Lulu, so I was really excited, you know, whenever you can find a dupe on Amazon for a fraction of the cost. So I figured this would be a really safe color that I could, you know, wear on repeat and kind of pair with anything. I could even really put it underneath this, or I could pair it with this. And this one I'm very excited about. It looks like a skirt, but it has the shorts underneath, but then you flip it over and it's shorts in the back with the little skirt in the front. So I really like this style. I already tried this on. I got a size small and it fits perfect. It's not too tight in the midsection. It's really lightweight and breezy. I love this. It is on the shorter side. So, you know, I have to think of it like, okay, these are actually shorts. It's not a skirt. I would never wear a skirt this length, but you know, it works great. So I think this will be really cute together actually, and I really like this. So I love how high-waisted this is, and it kind of, you know, camouflages that midsection area. So anyway, very excited for these items, and I do plan on doing a little try on. Maybe in another video I can do like a full outfit video where I piece these all together, but I'm very excited. I'm gonna pull up my trip itinerary. I just keep this in the notes section on my phone. Like, It's nothing fancy. I don't use any cool spreadsheet or app or anything. I just find that the notes section on my phone is the easiest to maneuver through and make edits and make changes. Whenever I want to make changes to it, I can just pull it right up on my phone, and it's synced to my computer. So if I want to, make some adjustments on my laptop, it also updates on my phone. So I just find that to be the easiest thing. A little bit about this trip. I know I mentioned we're staying at 2 resorts that I haven't stayed at in a while. So the first resort, we're doing a split stay. So the first 2 nights, we are gonna be at Grand Destino Tower. I have not stayed there in years. Like before I had Ellie was the last time I stayed there. So we are gonna be in a club level room at Grand Destino Tower. So I'm really excited to compare the club level at technically a moderate resort to the club levels at the deluxe resorts that I've stayed at. So that'll be something new. And then our last 2 nights, we are moving over to the boardwalk and we are staying in a deluxe studio. So that's really my starting point in determining how I'm gonna structure the trip, creating an itinerary, and deciding which parks we're gonna do on which days. So starting our trip off at Coronado Springs, Grand Destino Tower, it's really not conveniently located to any park other than Animal Kingdom. It's in the Animal Kingdom area, but you still have to take a bus. It's bus only at Coronado. So when I'm staying at a resort like that, where it almost doesn't matter which parks we do on those days because it's going to be bus transportation no matter where we go, that kind of takes the pressure off of that at least. But I did know staying at Boardwalk, we're going to want to do Epcot and Hollywood Studios. Those are the 2 parks that we are going to have the easiest access to over there. So that kind of narrowed down on the front end. I'm not gonna do Epcot or Hollywood time while we're at Coronado. I'll save that to when we're gonna be at Boardwalk. So I'm gonna really try to structure Magic Kingdom time and Animal Kingdom time when we are at Coronado. So that's kind of how I determined which parks we're gonna do in which order. I really base it off of where we're staying and what's gonna be the most convenient. Another element of creating this itinerary, especially when I'm traveling with Ellie, and that's the majority of my trips these days, but making sure that I have a really great balance of resort, pool, kind of relaxing time with park time and not overdoing it, because I've definitely done that in the past where, we do the early mornings like back to back to back, stay past fireworks, and we try to squeeze in all the rides. And while that's so fun, by day 3, you can definitely tell that, it's a lot. So especially for my 4-year-old, I want to make sure that I have a good balance. So if we do 1 full day of just go, 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 then maybe the next morning we'll sleep in and do a little bit of a later morning, or we'll do an early evening and come back for an early bedtime and skip fireworks, So I try to alternate how I do our days just to make sure that Ellie is getting at least a little bit of rest. The older Ellie gets, the less sleep she is getting at Disney, which means the less sleep I'm getting at Disney. But nap time is getting shorter and shorter as she's, 4 years old now. So she just doesn't need that 3-hour nap like she used to when she was 2 years old, and she's now waking up at like 6 a.m. I don't know why, but I really have to make sure that I am prioritizing rest for her, because I don't know, she just has a hard time getting sleep at Disney. And because I know that, it really helps me structure our trip in a way that supports her best. So that is a little bit of the behind the scenes into how and why I structure our trips the way I do, with how much park time we do, and if we're hanging out at the pool or we're back at the resort, like there's a reason behind why we're doing that. So I hope that's helpful in just kind of determining how do you structure a trip, how do you create an itinerary. So, my tip would be start with your resort location and, see what's going to be the best fit transportation wise. Go from there and check holidays. Is there, a special event, some kind of party going on that night? Check Touring Plan's crowd calendar. That's a great resource as well. And those are kind of all the tools that I use to help determine which parks I do in which order. And then of course, what your child needs. So if your child is great sun up to sundown every single day, go, go, go Disney days, then go for it. But if you know that, 3 nonstop days of this is really going to wear them down, let's do an early night. Let's factor in a morning where we sleep in. Let's do a pool afternoon. Let's, and kind of sprinkle those things in to help bring a little bit of balance. All right, we are 15 days away. This is flying. I was just chatting with Ashley yesterday and we were both talking about how these trips always sneak up on you. Like for so long, it feels so far away. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a second, this trip is in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna quickly share a little Amazon haul. And a few of these things are from Etsy as well. So it's really just a haul, not really Amazon, but I've got quite a few packages that I haven't opened yet and a few things that I have already unboxed because I was just too excited. Let's go ahead and rip into the first package. A lot of these, I think I know what it is, but some of the things I just can't remember because especially if it was ordered from Etsy, it takes a little bit longer for those items. So this is an Etsy order that I ordered several weeks ago because it was custom made. It is this super cute little peplum Minnie Mouse top. I got a size 5 because I didn't know how it was gonna fit. Ellie is so tall that I normally size up for her right now, but I'm looking at the size 5 and I'm like, this might be a little bit big. So I don't know, I'll try it on her, but this might be something that I have to wait a little bit for her to grow into, which isn't a bad thing because we will definitely go back to Disney, but I might not get to take this on this trip, but so stinking cute. Of course, I will have all of these Etsy shops linked down below. I know they have little matching bike shorts if you want the set. I just got the little top because I thought, black leggings, black biker shorts would be, just fine. So this is the first little item, so super excited about that. Okay, this next one, again, okay, yeah, I know what it is. This is a new toiletry bag. So let me get this unwrapped. This is what it looks like. So I have a larger toiletry bag that I really, really like, but then I also have this tiny little clear pouch that I use when I pack carry-on, but I didn't really have anything that was in between. So for trips that are, 4 days, 5 days, like I need something a little bit more than just a tiny little travel pouch, but then I also don't want to bring my large toiletry bag either. So I think this is gonna be the perfect size and it's super cute. This is a dupe of the Cowpack toiletry bag that I was looking at. I can't remember the price of that one. I wanna say it's like $75 and this one was like 25 or 30. Way cheaper than the Cowpack version, but it looks very, very similar. Like I'm sure there's a difference in the quality and like the leather. This is obviously faux leather, but I think this is gonna work great. Like I don't need an actual leather toiletry bag. You have the two little tiny pouches up here. And then this part on both sides unzips. Let me take this stuff out and I can fit everything in here and it has it on both sides. So I like that I can stay a little more organized with this, but it's still small enough that it's gonna fit perfectly in my carry-on bag. So I'm really excited to try this out. I was really tempted to get the Cowpack version, but I was like, I just can't justify $75 on like a little toiletry case when I could get the same thing on Amazon for less than half the price. So I'm excited to try this out. Okay, the next item, I think this is an Amazon order. Yes. So this one is sandals. I don't have a really comfy pair of sandals that I can walk in. I wanted sandals that were waterproof, that if it rained, it wasn't gonna be a big deal. And I found these. So these are from the brand Reef and they had incredible reviews. Everyone was like, I hiked up a mountain in these sandals and they were so comfortable. So I'm like, all right, you know what? If you can hike up a mountain in a pair of sandals, I think they'll work for Disney World. And yeah, I mean, just feeling them, they feel like a marshmallow. So I think this is gonna be perfect. Of course, I'm gonna try it out and like wear it around the house a little bit because it does have a heel strap. and just see if I need to break it in because I don't want to risk blisters at Disney. But I don't know if it's even going to be warm enough for sandals on this trip. I'm like, it could go either way, but I knew I would wear these no matter what. Again, I could save this for another Disney trip if it ends up being a little too chilly for sandals, totally fine. But I do like that these are adjustable. So this is just a little Velcro strap here, and this is all rubber, so it's all waterproof, but they still look really cute. It has like the little woven detail right here, and I think these are super cute. It came in a bunch of different colors, bunch of different options, so very, very excited. Okay, the next item, this was an Amazon purchase, and you know, it's nothing super exciting. It's just a restock of my daughter's flushable wipes. It comes in a big box, I think of like 12 packs of these, but we finished the whole box and I was like, you know what? I just need to get a new box of our flushable wipes. We had them, I think we got them a year ago. These are great for travel. I always bring these with us when we go to Disney World. It just makes going to the bathroom with my preschooler a little bit easier, a little more comfortable for her. And it's just one of those like backpack essentials. I have a pack back in our hotel room. I have a pack that stays in our backpack in my little emergency potty bag for her. So had to stock up on more of those. And then moving on, I ordered a few little toddler, preschooler, little girl accessories. So these bows are from Amazon. These little sparkly sequence bows. They have the alligator clip on the back, and I love doing her hair in the little pigtail buns. So I thought, oh, this would be so stinking cute to do like two little pigtail buns on the top, or even just a ponytail and putting one of these sparkly bows in. She has a couple of little Minnie Mouse, you know, red and white, black kind of items. Even, I don't know, again, this may not fit her, but I had this in mind to do the little sparkly bows with this little top, but we have other little Minnie Mouse things that I think these bows are gonna be super cute and match. And then, so those were from Amazon. This bow I actually had made from Etsy. She got for her birthday, she got a Buzz Lightyear dress, but I saw this little Buzz Lightyear bow and I just immediately knew, I was like, I've got to get the bow. Like, for her to have some little matching accessory for her Buzz Lightyear dress. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be so perfect. And it's gonna match her little Buzz Lightyear dress. So again, I'll have the Etsy shop linked down below where I got this bow. And then the last little accessory that I got for Ellie is this Sleeping Beauty headband crown. So it's just like a felt kind of fabric material. Like, it's not like a plastic hard crown, but the headband is super flexible. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be super uncomfortable on her little head. But I was like, oh, again, we have an Aurora Sleeping Beauty dress, and I mean, you just have to get the accessories to go with it. So I was like, this is gonna be so cute for her to have something to wear with her Sleeping Beauty dress. I think that's it. Oh, no. Okay. One last thing. As my mommy bag, I wear the Petunia Pickle Bottom crisscross sling bag, and that is what I wear in the parks, in the airport. I keep anything like valuable in that bag. So, you know, my phone charger, my wallet, our you know, credit cards, annual passes, ID, anything like that stays on me at all times. And then I feel more comfortable leaving our backpack on our stroller when we have to leave it and go in for a dining reservation or a show or a ride or whatever. And I just leave my backpack with the stroller, but then I carry my little sling bag with me that has anything valuable on me at all times. So I've been using this bag for a little while. I carry it every day here at home, but it started to tear in the bottom corner, like the seam started to come undone, and I was so sad because I love this bag. It's like the perfect bag. I use it, again, here at home every day. I use it as my travel bag, everything. So I contacted Petunia and I sent them pictures and told them what happened. And I'm not even kidding. Within 24 hours, they sent me a tracking number, and this replacement bag just got delivered last night. I'm blown away by their customer service. Like, it wasn't even 3 days ago that I reached out telling them that, you know, oh, the seam is coming undone. Like, what would you recommend? you know, is a replacement even an option? And immediately they were like, yes, we will send you a replacement. We'll send you the tracking info here in, you know, just a little bit. And so here it is. Here's my replacement bag. I'm like, what in the world? So Petunia, that's incredible. I love their customer service. So that is officially the last little thing in this haul. So I'm excited to kind of organize all of this, start pulling out outfits and kind of get that ready, because I do want to do a dedicated outfit video and kind of lay everything out and, you know, get everything ready before I do that try on and start officially packing. But getting things in the mail is always fun and always exciting. Okay, one more thing that just got delivered is this Rapunzel dress for Ellie Rose. Oh my goodness. I don't know why this dress makes me want to cry. It's just so beautiful. So you have the matching little satin shorts, and the detail on this dress is just stunning. I am blown away by this, and the quality is, I'm obviously speechless. All the different tulle layers, the satin, and then this cotton skirt layer right here. This is so beautiful. So this is from an online store called Bitty Bundles of Joy. They have so many gorgeous princess dresses. This is definitely not a playtime kind of dress. I mean, I guess it could be if you want it to be, but there's no stretch to it. It has a zipper in the back. So this is more of a like photo shoot kind of dress, or if you wanted to take your little girl to Bippity Boppity and, you know, something like that, this is just stunning. So I can't get over this. I mean, the shimmer in this like threading detail here and these little flowers that are sewn on, it's just everything about this is so gorgeous. I am so excited about this dress. And it is a little pricey, but I sized up, so I'm hoping, you know, this is gonna work all year long, and I'm just so obsessed with this. So very, very excited about this little Rapunzel dress, and we'll see. I'm hoping this will come with us on this trip. I have so many outfits. I'm like, are we even gonna get to wear all of the outfits that I have for her on this trip? But I'm really excited for this one. All right, welcome to my closet. I never thought I'd be vlogging in here, but we're 13 days away and I need to start pulling out some outfits for this trip. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and I'm gonna sort through a few things that I wanna pull to bring upstairs into my packing room. It's just easier to kind of have a designated place for everything that I'm pulling out for this trip as compared to leaving it down here. And then, I don't know, it's just way easier to have a designated spot to bring everything as I'm kind of pulling stuff out. So let's see what we have. This basket right here is all of my athletic tank tops. I have a lot. And then a few that don't fit in the basket up here. And then all of my little Disney sweatshirts and pullover type items. And then these are my athletic dresses. So we've got purple, white, black. I have a teal one upstairs that I just ordered. I have this pink one and then this blue one. So I think I'm gonna go with the black. Surprise, surprise. And I'm gonna pull this one. I think I'm gonna grab a couple of sweatshirts up here because it is gonna be on the chillier side. And then I might grab white and I like this blue one. So we'll probably do those. And then in here is all of my leggings, shorts, and like athletic skirts. So those are kind of my go-to outfits. So I have blue, we've got white, I think I have black down in here. Yeah, I have this one. I have a few different color options. Since I'm bringing the black dress, I might leave the black skirt at home and I might bring, I don't know, blue or white. I'll probably grab one of those. Shorts. I don't know, with it being 70 degrees, I'm like, oh, which route do I go? But definitely gonna pull one of these skirts for sure. Okay, I just brought this up to the packing room. So this is all the stuff I just pulled from my closet. And then I also have this stuff that I showed. This has just kind of been up here already. I probably should wash this. So that should be on my to-do list. I don't know. You can just feel the fabric. It's like, this will feel way better once it's washed. And then I also brought up a pair of jeans and these denim shorts. And then this is that teal dress that I mentioned. The color actually looks different on camera for some reason. It's a little more green than it's showing up on camera, but it's a really pretty like emerald teal color. I love this Halara set so much. So I'm gonna do a try on again in another video. I'll share what that looks like on, but I feel like I have a pretty good start between the dress, shorts, jeans, another dress, skirt, you know, and then I can start piecing outfits together from this. But this is kind of step one for me, is bringing everything up here, laying out the pieces that I know I want to bring, and then kind of piecing it together from there. Another thing I want to share clothing related for my daughter. I got this little Zara order in the mail. I only got 3 things, but I wanted to show you what I got. So the first thing, this is not really Disney, but it's gonna be really cute at Disney. This little denim skirt. How stinking cute. So the back is these little shorts and the front, it looks like a little skirt. So super cute. I thought we could pair that with this little tee. So Minnie Mouse with the little blue dainty flowers on it. I thought this would be really cute for Flower and Garden Festival and just anytime at Disney year round. And because it's so stretchy, it's that like ribbed material, she can wear this for a very long time. So that is the second thing. The third thing, I'm like out of breath. I've been doing a lot of filming today. The last thing is this little set. So it comes with the matching leggings, just the ribbed blue leggings. And then the sweatshirt is just Minnie Mouse. And the back is super cute too, Minnie Mouse. And then it says, you can be whatever you imagine. So really cute. I figured it's still cool enough that, you know, we will definitely utilize sweatshirts and leggings on this trip. So very excited about these things. So that gives me a jump start on what I'm gonna pack for my daughter as well, especially knowing that I think the low, you know, we're getting closer. I can start thinking about weather now. The low is like 50, 52, which is very cold for Orlando, but then the high is 70, 75. So, you know, you gotta come prepared for everything. That is my plan, but I love all of these little Zara things. I'm so excited for this. We are now 10 days away. I have a couple more things I wanna share in this video before I switch this over to my actual packing vlog. One thing I start doing now that we're 10 days out is start looking at the weather, which I know can still drastically change 10 days out, but you know, at least at this point I can start planning. It's so unpredictable, especially in these cooler winter, early spring months where it could be 55 degrees, which really feels like 35 degrees, I might add. Or it could be 80 degrees. You really have no way of knowing. And then, you know, I mean, you could have it all mapped out and planned. And then once you get to Disney, it could be totally different. And, you know, you planned for 65 degrees all week and then it ends up being 85 or, you know, vice versa. So I really try to come prepared for everything, which is kind of how I'm structuring my outfit planning, is just packing in layers and being prepared for whatever it ends up being. Another thing I wanted to share is ordering groceries. Obviously, I'm gonna wait until about 24 hours beforehand to actually place the order, but I'm gonna go ahead and share my grocery list, walk through the process of how I order groceries. That way my grocery order is saved in my Amazon cart, and I use Amazon, I'll share in just a minute, but that way it's saved in my cart, and 24 hours before our trip, all I have to do is click purchase and order, or whatever the button is, and I can just send that order on through, and I'm not even having to worry about it because I've already built out that grocery list and, you know, added things to my cart in advance. So I think that's gonna be helpful. So I'm gonna do a screen recording and actually walk you through that process. The other thing that I wanted to share is something I really just do more for fun is let me put this down, hang on. I have a daily itinerary that I actually print out, and it's pink and purple and really cute, but my printer only has black and white ink right now. So I'm really sad. Normally it looks way cuter than this, but this is something that I just really do for fun at this point, and I'm able to go through, I've printed off 5 days worth of these sheets, and I can go through and write out my entire day. And not only is it so much fun, but I'm able to have a tangible, like, hard copy of what my days at Disney are gonna look like. And it's really fun to actually write everything out. So there's a place for me to select what day of our trip it is, the resort we're at, the transportation options, whether we're doing the Skyliner or the bus or monorail or whatever. And then I can write out if we have any dining reservations, what those are, the time frames those are at, all of our top priorities for the day. So maybe we're doing Hollywood Studios and I really want to prioritize getting a lightning lane for Slinky Dog. We really want to do the Frozen sing-along show and meet Minnie and Mickey. And so those are our like top 3 things for the day that those are the deal breaker things for a Hollywood day for us. And I can write those out, that way I know exactly what to prioritize each day of our trip for each park. And then I can select what park we're gonna be at, what the weather is supposed to be. Obviously that can change, but it kind of helps you with, outfit planning and knowing what to pack and what to wear and all of that. I have a little notes section down here. Most of the time I actually use that to write out like black athletic dress, gray pullover sweatshirt, white tennis shoes, red crossbody bag, and I can write out what my outfit is gonna be and my outfit for my daughter. And then I have this entire chart here on the side from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., all in 30-minute increments, where I can write out, obviously not every 30 minutes of our day is mapped out, but at least take it hour by hour and just have a very rough itinerary of what our day is gonna look like, what time we wanna get up, get out the door, get on transportation, what time our lunch is, what time we wanna head back for nap time, and the things that really anchor your day, and you can kind of build off of that. So it's a really good starting point, but I like going day by day and just writing it all out. And then I can just fold it up. I can actually laminate this if I wanted to and make it like way more official, and have this in my suitcase or my park bag, and I can take each one every single day, and I know exactly what to expect, what we're doing. I've taken the time ahead of time to write it all out. So this is actually available in my Etsy shop. If you want to download this, I will have the link to that in my description box. So that is something fun that I like to do kind of leading up to our trip. Next, I'm gonna pull up my grocery list. Now, okay, let me explain how I do this first. So typically, especially with a split stay, I have my groceries delivered to our very first resort. And then if I'm switching resorts, I make sure to bring a reusable bag, some kind of large tote bag that I can put all of my grocery items in. And I will actually give that bag to Bell Services. They can refrigerate that bag for me once it gets sent over to the next resort. Or if you want to have it held at your current resort and you want to bring it over, however you want to do it. But I always bring a tote bag to transfer all of those grocery items to my next resort. And again, they refrigerate it, everything stays fresh, and then I can just pop it in the fridge or the beverage cooler once we get to our next room and we check in. That's how I do groceries on a split stay. This particular split stay is a little bit different, so I'm having to think through this differently and like, how do I want to do this? Here's what I'm doing. Our first resort will be at Grand Destino Tower at Coronado Springs, and we're actually staying club level. So thinking through it a little bit more, I thought I don't really need groceries delivered to Grand Destino because we're gonna have access to unlimited drinks, bottles of water, snacks, breakfast, dinner. Like, I just don't need to have groceries sent to our resort because typically we'll do breakfast in the room, but I get, fruit and yogurt and all of that, delivered to our resort on check-in day, but we'll have access to all of that in the club lounge. So you know, I was like, man, after thinking about it, I don't really need to do a grocery order for the first portion of our trip. But after day 3, we'll be moving over to Boardwalk, which is not club level. We'll be staying in a DVC villa. So at that point, I will want snacks, yogurt, cheese sticks, a case of water, like, you know, all of our normal grocery items. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to have that grocery order sent to the Boardwalk on our Boardwalk check-in day and not have groceries delivered to Grand Destino. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Typically, I, you know, have groceries sent to our first resort and then transfer them over. Bell Services will refrigerate them like I talked about, but I'm not really needing to do that on this particular trip. So because I'm only gonna need groceries for like 2.5, 3 days, my list is a little bit smaller, but you'll kind of get the gist of what I typically do. So I always get a giant case of water. I'm gonna see if I can just find like a smaller case of water instead of a 24 pack. I maybe might get a 12 pack and see if that's an option. I'll just kind of browse and see what's, you know, available. And because we'll have access to an actual refrigerator in our DVC villa, I'm gonna go ahead and order yogurt, dairy products, cheese sticks, you know, all of that, where I wouldn't typically order those things, and have that stored in a beverage cooler, like on our last trip we stayed at Caribbean Beach where we didn't have an actual refrigerator. So this trip I do get to take advantage of having dairy products, which is really nice when you have small kids. So I'm gonna order some yogurt. I'm gonna do some salami and cheese like snack packs. Ellie really loves salami and pepperonis. And I'm gonna have that be her lunch for those 3 days after we check out of our club level stay at Coronado. I'm gonna do some fruit. We'll probably do blueberries. And then I'm gonna get some extra little Baby Bell cheeses, and then maybe a small pack of goldfish. And then I'll have some snack bars and little treats and extra goodies that I bring from home. But I think that's all I'm gonna order grocery wise. Oh, and I need to add some applesauce pouches. So those are some of our other just go-to grocery items that I always have sent to our Disney resort. So that's kind of my list. Right now I just have water, yogurt, salami, like snack lunchable packs, blueberries, Baby Bell cheeses, goldfish, applesauce pouches, and then if you wanted to add in like snack bars or some kind of little like treat like lollipops, I bring those from home, but that would be another item just to have, you know, a little distraction, a little something, especially on travel day or in the middle of like waiting in a long line or whatever. Having some kind of little treat is very, very helpful. So I will bring those from home, but you know, that's another grocery item that you could add on. If I'm doing a longer trip, I'll actually add on toiletries. And especially if we're there in like the dead of summer, I'll have sunscreen delivered to our resort and, you know, shampoo and body wash, my razor, loofah, like, you know, any other little item, I can have all of that delivered to our Disney resort. But because this is a shorter-ish trip, I'm not worrying about that this time. But let's go ahead and talk about the grocery delivery service that I personally use. I know I already mentioned it's Amazon, but I'll start by saying there's no wrong way to order groceries at Disney and have your groceries sent to your Disney resort. There are a lot of fantastic routes you could go. You can do Instacart, you can do Walmart. I mean, the list goes on. I use Amazon just because that's the easiest for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my Amazon app so you can have a visual. I'll pop a screen recording right here. So this is my Amazon app, just regular everyday Amazon app. So at the top, you can see I've already set it to my Disney resort. I've already added the address to my resort into my address book. So what I'm gonna do is in the top left-hand corner, I'm gonna click on groceries, and you have two options here. You can do fresh or Whole Foods. I personally go with fresh. I find that there's more options and more availability than Whole Foods, but I mean, Whole Foods is another great route as well. So either way, there's really no difference. I haven't found really any difference in using one over the other than some items might be out of stock at Whole Foods and they might be available at you know, through fresh. So I'm gonna go with fresh. Okay, so the first thing on my list is water. So I'm gonna see if we can find anything. Honestly, for $3.59, I might just go ahead and add the pack of 24. I mean, yeah, for $3.50, might as well. The next thing I'm gonna do is get some yogurt. And I like the pouches because I can hand it to Ellie and not have to really monitor her. Actually, let me see. Okay, these are $1.99. I might get 3 of these. Well, what's the better deal? 2, 4, 6. I don't know. All right, let's just go ahead and get that, and I'll remove those out of my cart. Okay, now I'm gonna look for salami. I don't really know what to search for. Salami and cheese. Okay, let me see if there's a good like cracker option. That looks good. Okay, let me get 1, 2, 3 of those. And then next on my list is blueberries. Okay, you can see I've purchased November, December, April. I get a lot of blueberries apparently. Okay. And then next on my list is Baby Bell cheese. Go ahead and get the small one. And next is Goldfish. See if they have the prepackaged $7.49. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, let's go with that one. And then last on my list is applesauce pouches. Let's see if there's a small box. Here we go. All right. So, all right, I do need to remove that. Okay. Okay, so my total is $43.06, and oh, I could get the $6.95 delivery fee if I add on something for $5 more, but I just don't need anything else. So I don't know, do I spend more to save more? It's that kind of situation. So obviously the more that's in your grocery order, the less your shipping is gonna cost. So let's go ahead and check out, continue. So you can see I'm not able to actually place the order right now. It only allows you to place the order about 48 hours in advance, but I can select, you can see right here, I can select my delivery window. I would love to get an early check-in, but we'll be at the resort pretty early in the morning. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that we'll be there I'm just gonna walk through these steps as if I'm gonna complete the order, even though I won't. But let's just say between 10 a.m. and 12. Like, I'm not really gonna need anything for breakfast that morning, so that's a good window for us. I went ahead and skipped past the credit card information, but you can see right here, I have my order all set up, and it does a breakdown of my total coupon savings, my shipping, and you can add a tip. So I'm gonna leave that $5 tip right there, and it just confirms your delivery window, and all I would have to do is place my order. And then from there, I am going to get a confirmation text when my shopper has begun my order, and if there are any substitutions. It's kind of like Instacart. We do Instacart here at home a lot for groceries, so it's very similar if you've used that service as well, where you can say, okay, they're out of that flavor of yogurt, go ahead and add on this flavor of yogurt, or whatever, and then they'll go ahead and send you a text saying, your grocery order has been completed, it's on its way, and then you'll get another text when it's been delivered and it's arrived at your resort. So that's the whole process of ordering groceries and having them sent to your Disney resort. Just make sure to add in that Disney resort address into your Amazon address book, because I have actually forgotten to do that before. I was just flying through the process and it totally slipped my mind that I needed to double check where my groceries were being sent. So I had to go in, cancel the order, redo the order. It was a whole thing. So just go ahead and add in that address to your address book in Amazon. And what I do is if you go into the Disney Experience app and you click on your resort, when you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you can actually tap and hold your Disney resort address, and it'll let you copy that address and then paste it wherever you need to paste it. So that's really simple. You're not having to Google the address. So that is the whole process of ordering groceries. It's very, very simple, and it will save you so much time if you are considering getting an Uber, making a stop at a grocery store, then getting to your Disney resort. You can skip over that step and have everything sent directly to your resort. And once it gets delivered, I should add this too, just go up to Bell Services and say, I'm picking up a grocery order for Bekah Hart, or obviously not for Bekah Hart, but you know. And they will go ahead and walk to the back, check their refrigerator, and gather everything that was dropped off in your name and bring it right out to you. It is so simple and it's that easy. But I am going to wrap it up here, and I'm gonna switch things over to my packing vlog. So make sure that you are subscribed if you are not already and you wanna see kind of, I guess, part 2 of this video where I actually start pulling everything that is right here, kind of organizing it a little bit better, and packing up our carry-on bag, packing up my park bag, my daughter's, this backpack right here. This is the backpack that I'm gonna be packing up for the airplane, and kind of how I organize all of that, how I pack up all of our outfits and organize all of our park gear and stroller gear and things I bring for the room. Just, I mean, I go through everything. So make sure that you're subscribed for that. That is coming very soon. And I would love for you to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And if you have hopped over from Ashley's channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I would love for you to subscribe as well. And I think that's it for today. So I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.